Tonight, the president filling Washington's biggest job opening, at least for now, tweeting that Mick Mulvaney will be the acting White House chief of staff, saying he's done an outstanding job while in the administration. Mulvaney is the current budget director and a former member of Congress with allies on both sides of the aisle.
Mick Mulvaney has done a fantastic job.
It caps what was a suspenseful and sometimes chaotic search, with questions if the president was having trouble filling the job, one of the most highly coveted in Washington.
Who is the president's frontrunner for chief of staff?
Oh, I'm not saying, although I know. I know the answer, I'm not telling you.
Just today, longtime ally and former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie dropping out of consideration, and talks fell apart with the presumed frontrunner Nick Ayers, who had the same role for Vice President Pence. But the president just last night insisting he had plenty of people on his short list.
5 people, really good ones. Terrific people, mostly well-known.
Current Chief of Staff John Kelly will leave at the end of the year, pictured with his predecessor, all smiles at a White House Christmas party last night. Kristen Welker, NBC News, the White House.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.